cafe and we tell them thank you. So make all we take a moment, we salute the soldier them first. Be very important. Anything we do, we put the nation first. We put our soldier them first. We go always we make sure so we salute them for anything we do.
What you do, remember, for say do now for AMBAZONIA, nobody go for it. If you remember a kelebe, nobody go jam a kelebe. Watana, rock, wait, darkness. What you do, remember, for say do now for AMBAZONIA, nobody go for it. If you remember a kelebe, nobody go jam a kelebe.
I go jam a kelebe.
Watana, rock, wait, darkness.
Make we salute the forces. And as you see them, you pump love. You show love. You tell them thank you. You talk, may God bless them. May God protect them. For all the wonderful work that they do and for all way. Without them, none of we for be outside here, they open them up. And then they be the pride for the nation. The defenders of our freedom. The hope of the people. Make we salute them. Make we show love for our forces. Make we salute them.
At ease. Attention.
As una watch them, una pump love for these boys them, una pump love for these brave men and women. Now they don't give AMBAZONIA hope. Now they don't restore the pride of the AMBAZONIan people then. Now they don't make the world. They respect we. Now they don't make the world. Cameroon, it fear AMBAZONIA. Now because of them. Una salute them. Una salute these brave heroes.
This is the most populated squad.
Una salute these brave warriors.
Of all the restoration forces. ADF. Okay.
Susanna! When shall I see my girlfriend? Susanna! When shall I see my family? Susanna! When shall I see my mother? Susanna! Oh, Susanna! Oh, Susanna! Oh, yes! Courage!
Auntie Irish Boya.
Your freedom is in your hands. It is going to be fought inch by inch, block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood, rooster by rooster.
My fellow AMBAZONIANs, my brother them, my papa them, my sister them, all man, I want to thank una, say una don't take the time for join me today Today na a very good day for the Ambazonian people. Today na a great day. I don't come for you. Make all we can celebrate the victory where our forces, they don't give the Ambazonian people them yesterday for ground zero. Make us celebrate the work where our forces, our generals and our commanders for the great state of Momo, they don't do them. Before we go for the, make I bring on first this news will come out for the office for our leader for war of independence. So today, the leader don't put out a message. Now in this news don't come out for ground zero. Talk say they say lockdown day. People don't they call the leader office. They ask him say now which kind lockdown? Now who call lockdown? So confusion there for ground zero. Now where the leader don't put out a message today for announcing for the Ambazonian people, for tell all Ambazonian people, for talk say they say no lockdown no day. Now so the message start. The leader talk say there is no lockdown. The leader talk say fellow Ambazonians, persistent rumors of a lockdown beginning Friday the 10th of July 2020 are unfounded and must be disregarded. There is no lockdown and our people should go about their activities, remain vigilant and report any suspected occupation activities to our defense forces. Our forces are called upon to protect the people, their properties, their right to life, to live in a homeland in peace. As Cameroon crumbles, it will use every trick in the book to cause confusion and divide us further. We must remain committed and united in purpose against the murderers and the violence of a crumbling regime. This one, now message where it come up for the leader office, for talk say no lockdown, no day. Leadership never call for lockdown. The leadership of Governing Council of Ambazonia, the leadership of the consortium, the leadership of IGK of Seseku, this collaborative leadership when are the voice of Ambazonian revolution. The voice for your revolution, it be consisted of three main movements. Now then there be the voice for the Ambazonian people. Now then there be the voice where they give order for ground zero. The leadership of AGOV-C, the leadership of IGK of Sesekwa Yoktabe Julius, and the leadership of consortium. These three movements, now these movements, they be the voice of the Ambazonian people. Now then they speak for Ambazonian people. So even if lockdown get for B for ground zero, you go hear from this leader, from these movements. They go always issue a statement. Secondly, every time we lockdown day, when I know say the leader of our war of independence, Dr. Yabacho, it take time for can explain them for the Ambazonian people, even before they call for lockdown, for tell we when lockdown go be and why they call for lockdown. It always can explain them for all man. So this Congosa where they go on for La Republique for when this Congosa where they go on for ground zero, we want make una know say this in La Republique. Now they defeated colonial government of La Republique du Cameroon. Now the humiliated colonial government of La Republique du Cameroon. Now the disgraced colonial government of La Republique du Cameroon. Now because they don't lost the war we Paul Biya declared for the Ambazonian people. Now because Ambazonia don't win. La Republique be very desperate. La Republique be very confused. Now the thing that know they want confuse what people them. They know say La Republique know say lockdown. Now one of the core pillars, now 4 pillars a day where they make this Ambazonian War of Independence. And lockdown, now the collective pillar, where all Ambazonia, for ground zero, they stand up for participate. Since our population, most of our population, will not talk say they woke up the fight, but they get their own role where they play. The role for the population for show collective effort and collective energy and collective determination. The role for the population now for observe the ghost town when there is civil disobedience and lockdown. Lockdown as civil disobedience where our population collectively They did participate for tell the La République du Cameroon and the international community say na their war of independence this. Number 3, while lockdown it be very effective because it did demonstrate saying that the Ambazonian people they be in charge. Lockdown be very effective. It did show who control ground zero, who they give the power for lockdown, who get power for close the country and open the country. So lockdown now one of the strategies where when it be necessary, once in a while, now only when it be necessary, leadership go use lockdown for show the world and for show La République du Cameroon saying that the Ambazonian people they be in charge. Number 4, lockdown now punishment for La République du Cameroon. Now for punish them economically, for stop all economic activities, and then for deny them and they not even get chop for chop. All right. So La République du Cameroon no say while lockdown be very effective, now an effective instrument for we for project power and authority on the ground for our people them, for show collective determination and collective resistance. La République du Cameroon know this. So you know say the more our people they be collective, they participate collectively. Where even if na small pikin, even if na papa, no matter place where you dey for Ambazonia, lockdown na a collective resistance, na collective determination, na collective commitment. La République du Cameroon know this. You know this one. So wait till La République du Cameroon did know it want do it knows that this strategy be very powerful and very effective for project Ambazonia. Say na Ambazonia be in charge. La République du Cameroon, it one can take lockdown, make an assumption where people they go hate them. So that when we call for a legitimate lockdown, where people now they go only participate, some go participate, some no go participate, and eventually La République du Cameroon go kill lockdown. No, Pobia, the game not be over for you. The Ambazonian people, all right, once in a while, when it be necessary, we go call for lockdown. Leadership go call for lockdown, and we go give our people them enough time for prepare. Because when we call for lockdown, lockdown will be maximum 2 days. 2 days maximum. When we call for lockdown, it go only be maximum 2 days. Lockdown not be nothing we want punish our people them. No, lockdown nothing na collective effort for punish like the Republic du Cameroon, and it go be maximum 2 days. If something really be very serious, then maybe they will make in 3 days. And even if they make in 3 days, they go always tell our people in advance. They will give our people 2 weeks in advance, 1 week in advance. Say when I buy chop, when I buy water, when I keep medicine for house, when I buy kerosene, when I buy lamp, when I buy candle, even if after the lockdown, so that even if La République du Cameroon cut light for that time too, people they will get light, they will get their lamp, they will get their kerosene. So we always communicate in advance with our people them. All right? Now a collective effort. So una disregard any call for lockdown by La République du Cameroon and their agents provocateurs. Any man with the talk say lockdown will start on Friday, it lie. No, while leadership never call for lockdown. And whenever they call for lockdown, the leader go always can't explain them for the Ambazonian people why would they call for such a lockdown and why it be important for the Ambazonian people them collectively for participate. So Muna not hear from Pobia, from the defeated, disgraced, and humiliated Cameroon. May pack out. Idiots. Lockdown a very important instrument for our war of independence. We will continue for do strategic lockdown when it be necessary, and we will inform all the Ambazonian people them for ahead of time. All right. So another one for lockdown down. Now, make I bring one the news we don't come out for yesterday. What defense forces? Yesterday, General Efan, the Supreme Commander of Ambazonia Defense Forces. When I know say the Ambazonia Defense Forces, now the papa and the mommy for all the defense forces them for ground zero. The ADF, now the papa, now the mommy of all the defense forces them for ground zero. All the groups them for ground zero. All the defense group them for ground zero. Now ADF be their papa, now ADF be their mommy. All the commanders them for ground zero. All the generals them for ground zero. Now ADF train them. No matter the group where they did it, they commander for ADF. So for ground zero, the papa and mommy for self-defense. Now ADF. Now ADF be the elephant for self-defense. Now ADF be the lion for self-defense. Now ADF be the tiger for self-defense. So when it comes for self-defense for ground zero, now ADF be the papa and the mommy for self-defense. So yesterday, when I don't hear the good news, we come up for the great state of Momo. Now in that yesterday, the stupid and crooked and wicked La République du Cameroon military. Now then that they don't come out. They go for some villages for the great state of Momo. They say they want to go do Calais Calais. They want to go do what? They want to go do Calais Calais. They want to go catch our papa them, catch our mommy them, catch our brother them, catch our sister them, rob them for mouth, ask them where they down for ground. Now ADF say, who say when they go? When they go na for who side? When I want to go do Calais Calais for who side? Now where ADF immediately get the intelligence, say these people, they don't go for some village, they want to go do Calais Calais. Now where the general, he rally troops, General Efan, he take a battalion them. They carry their AK them. General Sumanguru join. General Efan and General Sumanguru, they lead the operation. They go chase La République du Cameroon out. They go house to house for these villages. They start for the first village. For chase La République du Cameroon, for make sure, say, even if they be hiding for some person in the house, they go move them inside. They go house to house to house to house. For make sure, say, they chase all La République du Cameroon terrorists them. For those villages. They start for the first one. They take the entire village. La République du Cameroon. That's where they run. They make sure, say, no one or remain for back. As they come out, La République du Cameroon, they go for the next village. They want to go do the same thing. ADF SOT. Now so fight day. Now so ADF chase them. General Efan. Now so that they shoot. Pa 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 pa. La République du Cameroon run where they run. Run where La République du Cameroon army. They take that their ngongoro them. That their amoka them. Now so that they run. That the fear say ADF go can use bomb them. Run where they run yesterday. So as ADF liberate these two villages, now so general, it take flag, AMBAZONIA flag, big AMBAZONIA flag. So now so soldier they shidon the round near general. Now so general cock cafe, they put AMBAZONIA, they put pillar for town, for village square. They put AMBAZONIA flag for up. Now so they sing AMBAZONIA anthem. For the second village, same thing. Once they chase La République du Cameroon army, they out like small rats. We don't know if it's time for fight with defense forces. They run. Now so ADF put AMBAZONIA flag for those villages. It say make we see una for this place again. Una no go ever go back. We go chase una as the leader they talk to the gates of hell. So now so yesterday, our population, the free our population from the terror. Where people the population don't they run, they go bush alas La République, the Cameroon army they come for can do Calais and then burn those villages. ADF chase them out and get our people them back, may they come back for their communities. Now so as they come back, the forces they did it for assure our community. Or tell them say your forces are there for protect you. We go always chase these terrorists them out of our communities. They want come. Now so the people they want come. They don't can see AMBAZONIA flag. They fly for up. Now so all man. You see picking that they look, that they dance. Now so mommy that they sing for evening. Papa that they sing. They bring a country mimbo. Now so that they give soldier they made a drink small country mimbo. For tell them thank you. I be promise when I say I go bring those videos. But when I sabi say because the general they be there, it's a very sensitive information. And for protect that community. So those videos, once they go through security clearance, we would like for showing that these videos and for showing that kind of thing where you go see general They put Ambazonian flag in front of general soldier. They cut cafe, tie Ambazonian flag for village where they run liberate. Those things, when what people need to see those things, but as we know, ADF na ADF, na a very structured institution and organization, and the leadership be very disciplined. When things they be way, it go compromise the security of our forces or our general or our population. They go wait until the time where they don't remove the clearance and it be able. I go bring one of those videos because na things in that way. When all we will see them, we go really understand the work way our forces that they do. We hope say, all we now come out for those parts of for that part of Ambazonia, we feel relay this information for all man too. And then when I did if we be take our own private video them and private photo them, when I feel put them out, but we the photos and way it come out now for our people them, we not feel put them out until they go through a clearance. So yesterday, now they work that way, General Efang, they be doing, and so we want to take the time for thank the overall commander, the supreme commander of Ambazonian Defense Forces. Now give me a moment. Hello. Hello. Comrade, I beg, I'll call you back when I finish. Make I finish my analysis and my presentation, and I'll call you back. I understand, say, all we when I get very excited when we share this kind of news. When I just wait, make I finish. When I finish presentation, I know we'll stay, and then we will give we'll open line them for calls. All right. So now they work that way, General Efang for ADF. When I say every general, it did lead battles. All right. So one thank General Efang and one cut big cafe too for General Sumanguru. All right. When I know General Sumanguru, the Rasta man. All right. When I know he, right, when I don't see General Sumanguru, very brave and intelligent guy. So we want thank General Efang, we want thank General Sumanguru, we want thank all our forces them and the various brigades for the great state of Momo, for the great work where they don't do for bring security for our people them, for defend our people them, for protect our people them, and for keep our communities them safe. We want thank them very much. We want thank them especially after the liberation of those two villages. We want thank them for put that Ambazonia flag for the with the back ADF leadership. I beg with the back now. Where people need to see those videos because it be very inspiring then to for see the work and for really see how effective the work with the defense that they do for ground zero. So we beg ADF leadership to beg when we finish that clearance, we send with this video so that we fit bring them online for our people then make them to them enjoy them. They enjoy the pride of our defense forces. Now make a take when I go for ground zero or the international NGOs them where they operate for ground zero. They don't write letter. They send them for leadership. They don't write letter for talk. Say they say sometime then when they do their work, they need to get the defense group, the various defense group them. They make and sometimes it be very hard for this humanitarian organization them for worker for go do this work, and so they can't write letter. I put the letter for outside with this NGO they write them, and then I go also put the reply with the Ambazonia Defense Forces. It don't send them for these NGOs them. Make a bring another letter. Nope, not behind that. Nope, not behind that. Nope, not another one. All right, 90s. Now later this, where the humanitarian organization where they operate for inside the state of Ambazonia, they don't write them. Now make a put up the reply where the ADF leadership, it don't send them for them. So that we will do them together. Now just give me a moment. Find us how they do these things, and we'll put the original files and make all man see them. So that we maintain a level of professionalism and facts. My computer really busy, so na busy. I do plenty work them, so when I excuse me sometime when something takes more time. All right, so NGOs from Ambazonia, they talk say they say sometimes the be way when they want to go do their work, they because of the nature of the territory right now, it be very difficult for them for go do their work. Because of how the territory be now, because of the war, and because we get plenty defense groups them for ground, for different places them, these NGOs, they talk say it be very difficult for them for even pass on time them, and some groups them, they stop them, and it go take plenty time. They go give them palaver, they go ask all kind of questions, they go one check this one, check that one, and sometimes them it be where they need to even pass. So now when they don't write letter for talk say they beg, make them make a maybe easy for them for they do their work. Make I read the letter where the NGOs they don't write them. In views, I beg when I stop for send me message, I read this letter. In views of the humanitarian response in the Northwest and Southwest regions, we as international non-governmental organizations active on the ground remain committed to deliver humanitarian assistance to all civilian population affected by the ongoing crisis based on the need without discrimination in order to save lives. We are strongly committed to do so in full compliance with our mandates, which are based on the 4 humanitarian principles of humanity, impartiality, neutrality, and independence. Those principles guide our action for the entire benefit of the civilian population and thus in full independence and neutrality from political or military objectives. At a time when the COVID-19 pandemic is spreading in these 2 regions, unrestricted access to the population is of utmost importance to carry out life-saving interventions to more than 700,000 people in need of immediate humanitarian assistance. We reiterate that the principles of humanitarian action, humanity, impartiality, neutrality, and independence govern the way humanitarian response is carried out by NGOs. We do call on all parties and stakeholders to maintain and facilitate swiftly our access to the affected population across this region in order to save civilian lives, and recall that humanitarian staff and personnel must be protected in all circumstances in accordance with international humanitarian law. All right? The NGOs that they back all the defense groups and for ground zero, they said that the back now, once they don't show who they be, they identify who they be, they back now make una help them, una make their work, make it be easy for them for deliver humanitarian assistance for our people them. We want to make our defense forces, they follow the protocol for check their identity, for check who they be, if need be, the commanders, they even call the headquarters of this organization, make a phone call, may they give you phone number for the headquarters of this organization them, for their bosses them, you call, una investigate, but make una not keep them there for more than an hour. Even an hour be too much. As long as una follow due processes, una talk for them, una find out who they be, most of them, they carry all their documents. And if una check, una see say they need the transport La République du Cameroon Army or La République du Cameroon need to use this NGO them, una make it be faster for these people them, for deliver humanitarian help for our people them. With the back una soldier them, with the back una. The moment una identify say na genuine humanitarian organizations and they don't provide their documents and una give them access for our communities. Their work now for help for the work way all we will ask them make they do them. For provide help for our people them. Now very difficult time this, so we understand that the thing this way they don't write this letter for leadership. The AMBAZONIA Defense Forces, it don't send them a reply. Make I read that reply for them. This reply, it don't be also be sent to all embassies with it, for all international embassies. Embassy they did for La République du Cameroon with the work for AMBAZONIA. It don't be sent for all United Nations organs them. It don't be sent for all humanitarian agencies them when they monitor humanitarian activities for across the globe. The ADF, it don't send this reply or the letter of assurance for these groups. Make I read that ADF reply for them. ADF reply, if they come out today, if they come out for the number 7 day for July for 2020. This letter, it now the Secretary General for ADF, he write this letter. It talks a reply for international non-governmental organizations delivering humanitarian assistance within AMBAZONIA. The AMBAZONIA Defense Forces, the ADF, is conscious of the dire humanitarian situation that the people of AMBAZONIA are facing. We are conscious of our obligation to provide access and to assist humanitarian workers to fulfill the mission under their mandate. In the past year, we have worked together with different humanitarian organizations working under the auspices of the United Nations to provide access and to facilitate their work. We promise to continue to provide such access and to facilitate their work in the provision of humanitarian services to our people. Without an understanding between us and Cameroon, it will be difficult to guarantee 100% the security of these workers. We refer to our last letter communicated to the UN agency, OCHA, the UN agency in charge of humanitarian help work, to provide the names of humanitarian workers and the organizations they worked under to us prior to their visit to avoid any misunderstanding. It has taken us days and weeks sometimes to get clarity about certain groups claiming to be working under OCHA. The ADF will be available for any discussion pertaining to any visit within the areas that we control. Signed by the Secretary General of AMBAZONIA Defense Forces, Ayamba. All right, ADF don't send this response for the international NGO then, whether they operate for inside the state of AMBAZONIA. So we want make all we know say they say when it come with the ADF, they want make sure say all the things and what would they do they be consistent with international humanitarian law. All the work with our forces that they do they be consistent with international law. When it comes to this humanitarian work, the ADF, most of the time, these NGOs them, they reach out to ADF leadership. They ask for permission in advance, and in advance the ADF they call the commanders them for those areas for tell them say we don't This group don't, this NGO don't call we. They go the pass for the place where we the control them. When they reach for the now the document this we don't talk for them, they provide them for now for talk say they say we don't grant them access. So most of the time they do them so. But when I say plenty groups are there for ground, and some of these groups they not got the kind structure, they not got the kind leadership like the one where ADF get them. And so since the ADF now the biggest group for ground, most of these humanitarian organizations they did reach out to ADF, and sometimes they need to get this, they not get these other small groups, they not get the structure. So now the thing that will sometimes it be very difficult when they reach with those other groups, and to those groups do not get that kind of process for give them clearance as possible. We want to thank these defense groups for take these kind of strict measures for make sure see any group where they operate for ground, they also get all their documents, they feel proof who they be. All this one it help we for prevent La République du Cameroon Secret Service and the intelligence operatives may they not use NGO them for try for enter our community for gather for intelligence gathering. Make it be said not only genuine humanitarian groups they feel enter our territory and they provide services to our people them. All right. So we want to thank the leadership of ADF for the kind way they conduct themselves and the way they don't respond to this NGO them. It really fine. It show we as a people. It show how mature we be. It show how organized we be, and it show the kind of leadership we will get them and the way we conduct ourselves across the globe. One thing we all AMBAZONIA they get for keep them in mind, especially our defense forces. Muna know say most of these international NGOs. Now the government of United States of America through the State Department, now then they give money for this NGO them. So when would they do these things and make we get an understanding? Say they say the United States now they provide most of the funding for this NGO them. Now their State Department they provide most of the funding for this NGO them. So Muna know say they say if they get too much wahala for ground zero, they need write report, send them back for their State Department, and it will make diplomacy be very difficult for we. Make this one, make our forces they also understand. Say they say, yes, we want make una be strict, but once they don't show una the document, una don't check their motto, say they be clean, and all people they all man with the work day. Sometimes una go there, una go even say una give you telephone number for una boss, and commander go be there. He call the boss. He said, now how many workers you send them for outside? Now which group? Now which will be the name of these people? Then we send them for outside. You send 5 people. Now 5 people get them for here. Now you send these 5 people. You know all these 5. Once you get that clearance, and that call not it take you 15, 20, 30 minutes. Once you get that clearance, when I get forgive these people them the green light, may they go. And then as they come back, when I tell them, when I work a fine. When I get for work hand in hand. When I provide defense, then they provide humanitarian assistance. AMBAZONIA, we will never be set up for the way we the AMBAZONIan people feel provide humanitarian assistance. But as we go forward, we improve our capabilities for how we function as a people. Normally for this kind of situation, now our own NGOs, they're supposed to provide humanitarian assistance to our own people. Then who be best for take care of their own people other than their own people? Now strangers, they will be better for take care of our people them. Or our people, they will be better for take care of our own people them. As we move forward, the AMBAZONIan people for America, they don't create an NGO where they call and say AMBAZONIA Relief Organization. AMBAZONIans for America, they don't create an NGO where it don't become an international NGO for America. They don't create them, register them with the American government, and they don't get a NGO number for giving license for operate as NGO. In the coming months, as we build capacity, the Governing Council of AMBAZONIA, it don't endorse that NGO. Say make it be at the front line NGO for organize all humanitarian for gather all the humanitarian needs where the AMBAZONIA people need them for ground zero. And in the future, now this NGO, AMBAZONIA Humanitarian AMBAZONIA Relief Organization, now ye go begin to deliver all this kind of work with all UN agency them. So all the United Nations, anything United Nations want send for ground, it go send and for our own NGO, we controlled by Ambazonians. So for that way, we know they get these problems. And all these people, they will work with our own agency for fulfill those missions. So as we get more organized, we're not going to say most of the things for ground, it will be led by the Ambazonian people themselves. Ambazonian, they will come out America with this NGO, and they go get their permit from United States State Department for protection, for humanitarian work, or people for ground. All man will be protected where they will do humanitarian work under the Ambazonian people them. So as time they go on, the Ambazonian people will be more in charge for deliver humanitarian services to the Ambazonian people through Ambazonian Relief Organization. This big organization, the way Ambazonia them for America, they don't come together. They talk say we not fit live and make na strangers. They can't begin offer humanitarian services for our people. Now we need for the offer humanitarian services to our people, including what refugees where they did for Nigeria or for any other place. Now Ambazonian Relief Organization, it go the gather all these resources from more than from United Nations, from Canada, from America, from Germany, from the government and from the citizens them across the globe. Now I go to gather these things them, and then while humanitarian team for ground zero, based when it go only be at the civilian population. Now people the way they don't be trained for do this kind of work. Now then they go be employed for the provide this type of services for the Ambazonian people. So we get better and better and better and better and become more and more and more organized every day. For America, when America they get natural disaster, now their own NGO they provide humanitarian relief. Even though sometimes the government of Canada go send their military, but even when they send their military go work now with the organization that they did inside America. Now the same thing will go apply for Ambazonia. Now the Ambazonian people will be in charge. So would it get better, my people? For right now, would it learn, would it grow, would it improve? We'll be a very intelligent people. Would it build a great nation? So would it get more and more better? So we also encourage all Ambazonian them, especially people the way, because when I know say we get Ambazonian the way, they don't want to hear anything gone. They don't want to hear gone. They know they need to donate money for gun. They fear. Right? They don't want to donate money for gun because they say they don't like blood. They don't like killing. When it comes for humanitarian, now these people then be angels. So we got plenty of Ambazonia then way. Then they like for donate now for humanitarian work. And it's fine. Excuse me. So organization don't be created for all the people them where they really support humanitarian actions. For take care of our people them, for take care of our refugees them, for take care of our picking them, for take care of our people they for bush. So they get better every day. Alright? Now the story that I'll be talking about, I bring them for all now. I go open the lines and now we will take calls for only 15 minutes. I will take a few calls for today. And then we go call them off for today. The person with one call me when I be there live. Now you feel call me. Alright? Okay. Thank you very much. Make a show now that humanitarian organization. Make a put the picture for up. Maybe when I start get used to small time the people them, the humanitarian people them, and the people them for America, they will start for come out for outside for talk about this organization and for engage the United States government and all other country them for make they start for put money for this organization, and it be structured for the way total accountability and transparency, so that every dollar it gonna for ground zero. Make a put their logo for up, so that when I go start for Noam, and then the website they will show on the website with time. The people that will come off outside for do their humanitarian work. We will there for here mostly now for report. And we encourage all Ambazonians them. And this. Now the organization this. Now an organization that. Now in that Ambazonia Relief Organization, it don't be recognized, a registered, a legal, an incorporated organization. They don't already get their article of incorporation for the United States government. So it be totally 100% nyang, no koni. Right? When I sabi say Ambazonia and them, especially people who they care for the suffering and the pain of our people, them, they do things with all their heart. Now the organization that way go to champion all the humanitarian activities for the Ambazonian people, them, for diaspora. Now in this. So when I go to see, I put them for here for all now. Now in that. Okay, for all the people that did for America, this one, now organization day, when you donate there, you did get your receipt where at the end of the year, you know, say when you do your taxes, the United States government, it will give you some money back. So this one, now a well-registered, recognized, legalized, incorporated non-for-profit organization for the United States of America. So you get your own tax number. We make every time you donate $1, they will give you receipt. Say you don't donate $1, and at the end of the year, the government will give you some money back because you contribute for humanitarian organizations. I just talk say make I put that logo for outside. I put their brand for outside. When I go to see them, now then go to come talk more about that for the Ambazonian people. We go open the line, take a few calls, and una sabi say for this
power on.
Una sabi say
Bluetooth pairing.
For this month, for July, and the month
Bluetooth connected.
And the month of August, una sabi say our focus it go be now for the great state of Manu and the great state of Fako. All we will do for here, we mobilize resources for increase our capacities for these critical states. The great state of Manu, where we know say now the most important state for the Atlantic state. All the states they be very important. We talk now the strategic importance. The great state of Manu, it get strategic importance for our war of liberation. Because now they control all the business where they come out Nigeria for enter inside Ambazonia and then pass for go for La République du Cameroon. Most of the international trade between Ambazonia and between Nigeria and Cameroon and Ambazonia and Cameroon, all the pass now through Ambazonia. All the goods and services where they enter La République du Cameroon, they pass now through Ambazonia through the state of Manu. The state of Manu politically, it be very strategic for the Ambazonian people. Now a very dynamic state, you know, now one of the biggest state for Ambazonia. And so, we never really put the Ambazonia Defense Forces. They get 3 brigades for the great state of Manu. And the Ambazonian people never really put a lot of resources. They never make a lot of investment for these forces. These forces, they don't be funded mostly internally by the people of ADF and AGOFC. So this month of July and the month of August were focused in terms of fundraising. It be now for the great state for increase the supply, material supply, and the capabilities of our defense forces for the 2 critical states of within the Atlantic state. The great state of Manu and the great state of Fako in our capital territory. All right? So all the donations and whether they come through TTOF for this month of July and the month of August, it will give our forces massive increase in supply and capabilities. Because as we don't tell you now, the month of August and the month of July, the month of July and the month of August, it be very critical for a war of independence. Because now, July and August, it prepare we for September. September, the General Assembly of the United Nations go to meet. We need to do a lot of work now. See, by the time the General Assembly don't want to meet, the Ambazonian people, we don't take control of the territory. We don't dismantle the infrastructure of occupation. The month of July and the month of August for Ambazonia, they get for be massive dismantling of infrastructure, of Cameroon infrastructures of occupation for Ambazonia. The courts, the delegates, the delegations, the taxation office, the treasuries, those places, the month of July and the month of August, where defense forces will get for increase their capabilities, especially when I see how the general for one of the brigades from Manu, he take he boys them. When I see their weapons, what did they ask for now? They ask for Muna give them an RPG. Now all that they ask for now. When I give them an RPG, and they tell Una the biggest military base for the for the Atlantic states, it didn't for the state of Manu. The biggest military base will la Republic du Cameroon get them for the Atlantic states. In order for Manowa Bay. That one for their special forces for the B. Their biggest army camp. It didn't for Bisongabang for the state of Manu. Alright? The biggest military base will la Republic du Cameroon get them for their army. It didn't for the great state of Manu. The general for one of the brigades, he don't talk for the Ambazonian people. Say he goal for July and August. Now for dismantle that army camp. You don't ask all we. Say need an RPG. With 6 heads. Once we give RPG with 6 heads, it promise una. Say it go take down that army camp. In fact, make a play on that video again before we continue. Now, general they can't down for video the back for RPG.
Yeah, on a good afternoon. Now, the squad this will be made up of General Animal and General Papi. Now, the two group this where the work hand in group, hand in synergy. If you look and critically, my brother them for diaspora, when I go see say they come get all kind of weapons. If you look at when I go see G3, when I go see M16, when I go see Kalash, you go see pump action them. You go see SMG, you go see all kind guns them for this squad. But wait, we will need them for make work be fast for Manu year. We need now rocket launcher. Now rocket launcher, now they finish work. If this squad with all these kind of weapons them, where they get them, they succeed, lay their hands for 1 rocket launcher or 2 or more also, they go feel work RPG so that the work will be it will go ahead. So if una look without that RPG, we no go be able to work because now army they don't devise some certain strategies and way now only that weapon go feel help for bring them down. Now then this, now the squad this. We contribute them, we brother them for diaspora, the one for Mafia Central, the one for Umojok. Make una put una hands and together, una see how una feel help we, so that we go fit lay our hands for this RPG, where we talk, even 4, 5, 6 heads, it could be enough for we for dismantle the army camp for Bisongabang. Why not the one them for Mojok? So we the beg for say make una.
Now general that. Ambazonians. Now general get for can shidon for can beg we. Now general go shidon can beg we. Now general that the can shidon beg we. This group this will not be ever one for make people they see their face because we don't like our forces they may begin to see their faces. Unfortunately, this video will be leaked because it's supposed to be an internal video. So the only reason why I show out now just because it already be out. And the appeal for all the people them, for all the proud people them, for the great state of Manu, for all Ambazonians them. Now General Daddy beg for RPG. General the beg for RPG. He talks it for them for be effective for their work. As we don't talk, they go for dismantle the infrastructure of occupation. They go for dismantle Cameroon infrastructure of occupation. And they don't talk. They want to take down the army camp. We're there for Bisongabang. And the one for Imojo. General the Beck. Me, I don't come for here on behalf of those boys them. On behalf of those forces. On behalf of those heroes. I don't come for come beg una. On behalf of them. Make a beg una on their behalf. Make we give them what they need and make they give we homeland. Make the show La République du Cameroun. Who will be as a people. When we talk say we will defeat them. General don't come to tell una. Una give what you want them. Make it show na Rambo part 7. Una give what you want them. Make it go Chakara, that army camp. Una give what you want them. Generally ask for RPG. I go open the line them. Line the be open. For any person with this message don't touch you. All the month of July and the month of August, all the money with the enter TTOF. The leader don't talk now for increase the supply for the state of Manu. The general this July, general go get the RPG. General, you the year. We go work every day. I go come every day. We go raise the money. You get your RPG for this July. I know say some AMBAZONIA and day. Where you come on Manfe. And you know say RPG go get all those people them out. We know say you come on Fako. And you know the importance of the great state of Fako. All donations for the month of July and August. Now for increase the capacity and the capabilities of the great state of Fako and the great state of Manu. So, una put una hands generously. Una do am with pride for increase the capabilities. Now this person let's see the call. Who take this call? Hello? Hello?
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great, comrade.
Hello? Yeah, hello? I just want to assure you that those guys that you showed in Manfi, those. Are you getting me?
We are getting you, sir.
Those guys that you show in Manfi, that is a scam. Those people are not Amber boys. I know some of those boys.
When I don't see them now, when people that no one can donate money, the first thing where they go do them, always, these are the public agents, Now for can't discourage Ambazonians. Person will never know anything about self-defense and who those boys they be for ground. And when that group don't they exist and who said their weapons they come out. Una pack fine. If you want them, just like Tapang Ivo di do am, General DDC Tapang, just like he did do am. Maybe you want make I expose your number, but when I know say you're not there for that, we're not there for that game. Next time, not call my number again. So the lines will be open, my people. The best place for you for make your contribution. Now for go for www.ttof.net. You just go for there. You go register for there. You go make your commitment for there. If you there for America, for the big country for America, right? Because for some of for America, one person, if he buy that RPG. So if you want be the person who will supply this general, the RPG, and by the way, Ambazonians, when I know say when I deal with the Ambazonian Defense Forces, if you give your money today, you talk say, I don't hear the cry for general for the state of Manu. I don't hear the cry for the general for the state of Fako. And you talk say one buy that RPG. The Ambazonian Defense Forces leadership, it go buy that RPG, it go send you the video, how they buy them, and it go send you the video, how they take that RPG, they give them for the general in hand. Alright? Now so ADF day. With ADF, as they buy the RPG, if you call today, you talk say you want to provide the RPG. When they buy them, you give your money, the ADF buy them. Now in this. Call the camp from America. I not be talk. America people them.
Mr. Duka.
Yes, bro.
You did live right now, not so?
Are they live right now?
Yeah.
All Ambazonian they hear you.
Yeah, I beg, just forget about all those guys that they want cause distraction about people their identity. What's important right now, now that RPG is the one need to forget them. Not put them together with the .net, COF.net, separate them to start a separate launch for RPG separately. Me and start with $50.
How much?
When you start that campaign, I put $50 down.
Okay, you don't that. Okay.
Yes, a separate campaign, RPG campaign. That's what we need right now. RPG campaign. We will get like 3 RPGs there, not just one. We don't get for the big chip. We don't get for the big chip for this thing. 3 RPGs. You know, to explode military camp with 1 RPG. We need like 3 and more or more. You know. So I start with $50 and every month I contribute like that. I wish people that join me more to this thing happen.
All right, bro. We don't hear your advice. I go send the information. I hope say the technical team them, the security expert them, they hear what you don't talk, and they will go for that ttof.net. They will create a separate campaign for day. So thank you very much. Use the cash app wait there for a front day. Use that cash app and you send your contribution for the RPG. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. So bye.
All right, bye. All right. So now that he give better advice when I don't see him. The lines will be open. Lines will be open for all man for call. Would you do fundraising for you? The donations. Also, it no matter for place where you did. What are you doing inside Manfe? Contact the secretariat. We go tell you how you go send your donations directly to the secretariat. What are you doing for Kumba? We go tell you how you go send your donations directly to the secretariat. What are you doing for La République du Cameroun colonial capital? What are you doing for A2D? Call the Secretariat of Governing Council of Ambazonia. Call the leader office. We go tell you how you go supply money, you go send money for RPG. for all the colonial, for all Ambazonia, they were the day inside la Republic du Cameroon. All una be the colonial prostitute them. Una know what you poor don't do for una. Una know what you poor don't do for una people them. Una know what you don't do for Ambazonian people them. Now time for pay back this. Now time for pay back poor beer. Now time for pay back what you don't do for the Ambazonian people them. All the big people them with the inside poor beer colonial government. Una come out for the state, the great state of Manu. Una know the destruction and the killings and the Ambazonian people stay for bush. Now time for pay back this. Poor beer regime don't end. The era for Cameroon don't finish. Una only future na Ambazonia. Una make the investment now for liberate Ambazonia. Una will be free. Your investment go be na your own salvation. We know say una the fear. Una the fear may not reveal una name outside. But some of una don't already donate. Una know say una $1,000 una don't send them. Una know say no man will ever reveal una names outside. We know they for that games or reveal una names. Una help una people them. Because now una own freedom too. Una not think say una get any future for Poor Bear regime. Poor Bear dynasty don't end. La Republic du Cameroon don't end. Una not get any future for it anymore. The war don't start. Una not hear what happened today. The energy company will provide light for Cameroon. The company will need help in you for give light for Cameroon. They talk say they say they don't stop their contract with la Republic du Cameroon government. So small time they not get light. Bafus not get light. Douala no will get light. Cameroon no go, the whole Cameroon line no go be again. Biano fi pay the bills. The workers them, even for this electric company them. In fact, the workers them even for this electric company them. Now then that they don't start for talk say they say they need go work again. Make a play with an audio. More I really know. Cameroon don't finish my people them. La Republic du Cameroon don't finish. The game is over for Cameroon. The strategy with Dr. Ayaba designer, it don't finish Cameroon. The company will provide gas for Enio. They not fit Victoria Gas. The British company. La Republic not fit pay them. They owe them now $16 million. $16 million. Who they owe them? The CEO don't come out enter for Twitter. For shame la Republic du Cameroon say they will cut contract. They will stop work. The workers, they don't start complaining. Today so some worker don't move video, audio for outside. Move here this one. Move here for this move here for comrade. Comrade, you did live.
Yeah, check your text message.
Okay, thanks. Okay, they say make I check my messages. I would already check them. All things they found, we already talk about that one. Thank you very much. Make a play on an audio. Make a play on the audio where come out with the workers. Now workers and that for this company, they don't already start for protest. Say la Republic du Cameroon enough pay them, you never pay them for 5 months. La Republic du Cameroon, even people already work for Inyo. For the company where they provide light. They never pay their salary for 5 months. So one of the big worker. Today don't move audio. The vet. See how they expect them to go for work. For 5 months, they not pay. The man they complain say every money for buy credit for phone self. He not even fee for buy them. Cameroon don't finish Ambazonia. So all the Ambazonia where they still there for the colonial system, they think say it go survive. We'll be very sorry for una. Una own salvation then for fund the revolution. Now una own salvation that. Because if you not fund the revolution down where your people they need you. When Ambazonia be free, may you know say for the rest of your life you no go ever come back. if you decide, because your contribution, your direct contribution, without any condition, you did make your contribution now for the forces for liberate homeland. Make your contribution. As Dr. Abadan talk, in most revolutions, now all these people where Pobia don't punish them, maltreat their communities them. Now then go take vexation. They talk say, okay, Pobia, now time for pay back this. Take that money, invest them for the defense forces for the liberation of homeland as a payback to the colonial system. AMBAZONIA the day outside there. We know say some of them get hurt. We know say some of them the think say, hey, this thing will work. What if I donate my money and then my name can't come out outside? No. When you did deal with the governing council of AMBAZONIA or the leadership of AMBAZONIA Defense Forces, you did deal with the most credible and finest men and women. You go remain anonymous. You go always remain anonymous. Even if no one come through yourself, send another person, may give them money so that your name not there. Many ways they do if you do one. When I contact the secretariat, what people they need us. For all all under AMBAZONIans, the great state of Manu need una, the great state of Fako need una. We need for increase the resistance for ground zero for the Atlantic states as the Savannah states that the hot. We make the Atlantic state make it hot. We go for jam la Republic du Cameroon for the Atlantic states too. So the people, the forces of the great state of Manu and the great state of Fako, they don't woke up for jam la Republic du Cameroon any place where they day. So the need una, all right. We go for TTOF. We will advise the security people them. May they create a special campaign for the great state of Manu and the great state of Fako. We will come for you every day. We go to give una discussion, we give inspiration, we give hope, and then we go continue for mobilize for the forces for the great state of Manu. All right. So general for Manu and the general for Fako, una the year we go there outside here for work on una behalf.